Support for capitalism in the United States is collapsing. American capitalism, in a sense, I think we can say is in crisis. Gallup just dropped new numbers showing the opinion of capitalism in the United States, and it is at its lowest point since they started asking about it. Only 54% of Americans now view capitalism positively. That is down 6 points from 2021. It is a full collapse compared to where it has been for a lot of the last decade. And the biggest drop is not among Republicans. They are still overwhelmingly pro capitalism. It is Democrats and independents who increasingly say, I don't have a positive view of capitalism. Only 42% of Democrats now say that. Only 51% of independents now say that, basically barely holding at 50%. And the important thing to consider here is that it is not because socialism is suddenly surging and way more people like socialism. In fact, support for socialism has been flat throughout this entire period at 39%. So while capitalism is increasingly something that Americans are skeptical of, they're not exactly running to socialism and saying this is what we want instead. They're just soured on capitalism, and for good reason. More and more people recognize, they look around and they say, this system really isn't working for me. I'm not convinced socialism is the answer, but I do know that the status quo isn't really working. Now, I hate to even have to introduce this, but it is the United States. Do Americans know what these words mean? Like if you went to the average American and said, what's capitalism? What's socialism? Don't give me feelings. Don't give me the vibe, but tell me what is capitalism and what is socialism? I think you would get more grunts and fewer cogent explanations than you might want. For some people, capitalism means the economy when I have a job is capitalism. And socialism means I don't like who's president. Okay, so there are groups of people for whom those are kind of the definitions. And it's become almost like a brand recognition thing. So I do think it's important to keep that in mind. But the most important sentiment, which is the status quo isn't working and it is some version of capitalism that is out there in the world, and that's not working for me, that's a growing sentiment. And that's very, very important.